there was a moment in 2000. There was a moment in 2005 in which, for the very first time, I played the horn intro to Troy, and I didn't get that scream.
Yeah.
Like, you know what happens like when you play that intro, when you used to play the intro to like The Choice Is Yours, and the place like, and you know, for the longest, like one of my signature things would be like play Troy right after like Scenario. Who's that, Brown? And the place like start high-fiving and crying and hugging. And there was a moment where that didn't happen. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta adjust and adjust. Like I never had a quiet Troy moment in my life. How long did it take you to really truly adjust to being an open format DJ and like embrace things? Because, you know, as open-minded as I would like our listeners to think I am, you know, and I've explained this before on the show that, you know, as an individual, of course, we know that we have our opinions of what good music is and what bad music is. But then as a DJ, I have opinions on what is effective for my DJ set and not effective for my DJ set. And oftentimes with those four things, good, bad, effective, and non-effective, like what's effective for my DJ sets now is stuff that I personally wouldn't listen to, but I know works for my set.
Right.
And so, you know, there was like maybe a year or two where I just wrestled with, damn, do I adjust or do I just like fight and only play to my audience? Like, how long did it take you to just start adjusting to a new atmosphere and new generations?
There's plenty of records I hate that I play that I don't like, but it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? It's about that room, and you know, so that right there automatically makes you know that you have to step out of your own personal feeling and adjust to what they want, because that's the end result. A lot of DJs sometimes they miss the mark because they feel like they don't like this record, so it shouldn't be played. You know, at the end of the day, you know, like I said, there's stuff that I might play that I don't really care for much to, but I'll see a crowd go crazy to it, and it'll make me like it. I might not even like the song at first, but once I see a crowd lose it to it, it'll make me say, all right, well, I could adjust to it, or you know, it'll make me like it in some kind of way. Right. But
let me ask you, and let's use an example from 25 years ago, so you don't have to be like now, like, oh man, fuck Ice Spice or whatever. I don't know, but is there an album that is there a song that you acknowledge as a classic now that maybe 25 years ago you were like, I'm not feeling this? Like it took you long to like adjust to it.
Biggie.
You didn't like Hypnotized?
Yeah. Loved it. I hated the hook.
You didn't think it was a smart hook?
I hated the hook at first. At first, I couldn't stand the hook. Biggie. I just couldn't stand. I just didn't like it. But the record was dope. The loop, you know,
right. Okay.
Saying, the record was dope. So it made. Then after, I guess you hear it a certain way, then you start like. But then after a while, I was like, all right, yeah. But at first, it was like, damn, I should have did a different hook. But I was wrong.
It was effective.
It was effective, you know. And sometimes, and a lot of times, I guess what's going to be a hit. But, you know, I'm not a robot. Sometimes I'll miss, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I don't like missing, but sometimes I'll miss, you know, it be what it is, you know? But, and then there's a lot of that, you know, me and you would have never made a Laffy Taffy beat. We would have never wrote that. Not that it's bad for them. We would have never did that. We would have probably passed it on it. But look,
I fronted on Laffy Taffy for its initial run.
Right.
And
it's a classic now.
when I was going to say, I played Laffy Taffy the first time I did the Gold Party for the Carters. I was like, all right, let me reach into my Southern bag, my second generation Southern bag that I would have otherwise ignored on my own gigs.
Right.
And just the way that they were going ape shit about it, I was like,
Yes.
yo,
I play
I was
Laffy
wrong.
Taffy.
Like,
If I play Laffy Taffy, the Snap records, they lose their goddamn mind. It don't matter what age it is. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because it was just that time and moment. You know what I'm saying? And most dance records like that, watered down records, for some reason, it just works.